that are developed around 40 developmental assets, meaning that we want to build their social life, their intellectual life, their self-esteem, their physical life, all of that through activities that will help them to identify and grow and develop to be healthy young people. So we've really taken interest in our children and youth, but we've got to start there. We realize that a lot of that is not done at home, unfortunately. So when they come to us, we want to make sure that they get that kind of special attention and that direction to help them develop properly. Our senior programs, which you just heard about all that the Department of Family Services Aging Services has to offer. We partner closely with the Department of Aging. We too, as I mentioned, have 5 special senior centers that are not attached to Aging Services, but we also use their services, their food and friendship program. We utilize their buses from time to time for some trips. So we have a seniors program that's called Changing the Way We Age. Because as she mentioned, a lot of seniors don't want to leave to go to a senior center or to a nursing home. They want to stay at home. They want to age in place. So Changing the Way We Age is a program that helps seniors to age in their home and benefit from parks and recreation services and facilities. We also have senior days at the Prince George's County Sports Complex. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is specifically for our seniors. Every day, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from, I think it's 8 to 12 noon, where they have pretty much run-of-the-mill of that facility. And they have all kinds of programs planned for them. Active programs, not to come and sit and watch others, but to come and engage and be active. So please, if you know a senior or would like to do so yourself and you haven't been to the Sports and Learning Complex, take advantage of it. You can go there starting Monday. Don't wait, okay? Our therapeutic and recreation services and inclusion services. We do also plan and provide activities for individuals with disabilities. We are very aggressive and active right now with trying to do an Americans with Disability Act study that is looking at all of our facilities to find out which ones are not accessible to individuals with disabilities. And we're doing something about it. We're making the necessary renovations so that people have access to all of our facilities. So we've taken interest in that. We have all kinds of programs for disability, for individuals with disability. We have fitness ball, social swim, tennis, leisure and life skills, and kids care activities, and also adult activities. So please feel free to make sure that you check the guide. There's a section in there for therapeutic activities that you can take part in or at least share with someone else who needs it. Arts and cultural activities or festivals. As a matter of fact, as I speak, Festival of Nations is tomorrow at the Tucker Road Sports Complex. And that is an ethnic festival that we would like to invite you to from 12 noon to 5 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's a day of coming out and exploring what the park has to offer. All of our special activities, entertainment, food, not as nutritious as what you have here today, but it's all right to splurge a little bit, okay? But come tomorrow to the Festival of Nations if you're not doing anything from 12 to 5 at Tucker Road. Nature and environmental programs, hiking, canoeing, camping, kayaking. There is so much that can be done in the way of parks and recreation facilities. And for the most part, most of these things are free or have a very nominal fee. Our sports health and wellness programs, I'm going to get a little bit more into that on the next slide. We have special events, classes, activities, all within the guide, Parks and Recreation. So please pick up your copy so that you're informed and know exactly where to go and where you can register. Now, as I spoke, we have a special focus on our youth, and we have a signature program entitled Extreme Preteens, which is the ages 10 to 12, and Extreme Teens, 13 to 17-year-olds. Every community center, and there are 43 of them, offer every Friday and Saturday night is devoted to our teens. They have full run of the community centers, and that is closed to anyone else from 6 to 10 p.m. every Friday and Saturday night at our community centers. It's supervised activities with caring staff who mentor to these young people, who make sure they're engaged in supervised and positive activities. So if you know of someone, and they're free, it's free with the center ID card. All they need to do is just get one. We have all these activities going on that they can have access to in a safe and fun environment. So please, if you know of any teens who are just hanging out, tell them they can hang inside with us. Our sports, health, and wellness, we have a number of developmental programs. Sports used to be just, basketball, football, softball. Now it's more than that. Health and wellness. You can get healthy in more than just being involved in physical activities. There are some very passive activities that you can do. As a matter of fact, on my way here, I was presenting at our Big Bubba Fishing Derby at the county administration, the pond in front of the county administration building. If you could have seen it, you had about 80 youth there. This was a fishing derby, okay? It was for youth who were anywhere from 6 years old to 13 years old. We provided the fishing rods, the bait. It cost them just $5. Bring your family, have a picnic on the lawn, fish a little bit. We had some contests. They were catching catfish, small bass. Two of them even won trips to a free charter boat fishing excursion. For some of them, this was the first time they ever had a chance to even be at that location, which overlooked a lake, a bog area, a walking trail all the way around it. And for some of those families, it was their first time just doing something together. So folks think about sports, health, and wellness as being on a basketball court or being on a football field. No, not necessarily. There's some very passive activities there. You can also engage in healthy relationships with family and healthy activity. And that's just one of them. Here's a number of them. As you can see at the top, we have a National Junior Tennis League, our Youth Development Basketball League, Pee-wee basketball. You've got to see them. A bunch of 5- and 6-year-olds on the basketball court learning developmental skills in basketball. And everybody's going after the ball. Right? Everybody wants to score. So it's something to watch if you've never seen it before. Our first tee golf program. For some, we've got a lot of little Tiger Woods running around. Okay? Some that are really good at this sport, and it's a growing gymnastics program. We also partner with the Boys and Girls Club, who do various programs that we support. We have what's at the bottom portion of it, what didn't print was the Healthy Minds, Healthy Bodies program is a program that we have for disabled veterans. Those that are coming back from the war, we offer 1 year free membership with a personal trainer, fitness sessions. We also do quarterly support socials. And these people must have at least a 10% disability and an honorable discharge to qualify for this program. So that's also one to see as well. Our fitness and health continues on with a list of activities that you see there. Health and wellness is extensive here, folks. It's not just active sports. It's also inside the gym. You've got all kinds of activities at all 4 of the 3 community centers. Here's your list. The locations are there. All you need to do is just take advantage of one of them, at least one of them. We also do, we have a grant, the Achieve Grant, that we receive funds to make sure that we promote programs that are of a healthy nature, more so in our nutrition programs, our youth gardening programs. So we utilize that money to fund some of the activities to make sure that we continue that on. The Dine and Learn programs, the nutrition education program that's sponsored with the health department. And it offers a brief nutrition lecture, exercise, and cooking demonstrations. As a matter of fact, we have that program going on at the Suitland Community Center. You can see a picture of Our kids out there in a garden that they helped to grow. They actually planted these vegetables from seeds, and they're now harvesting them. And then once the garden matures, they're able to pick what they have grown, and then they go into the kitchen inside and they actually prepare healthy, nutritious meals and talk about the benefits of organic and homegrown foods versus what you get, a lot of stuff what you get in the stores. The best part about it is our aquatics facilities. Now, for some, swimming is probably one of the most beneficial exercises that a person can do because it helps every part of your body. I'm a person who has had a knee injury, and it's from being active in sports most of my life. I had a knee replacement about 2 years ago, and I can't tell you how much difference being in the water makes as opposed to being in the gym. In the water is like nothing else. You know, your resistance is against the water, so you don't get the impact on your feet in the gym as you do walking in water or exercising in water. So I can't stress to you that we have 12 facilities shown up there. 5 of them are indoor, year-round pools that you can access every day of the week. We also have a Make a Splash, Learn to Swim water safety program for youth, 6 to 12-year-olds. This is a free program, folks, that introduces youth to swimming. It's a 6-week program at 5 of those locations. Registration begins May 29th. Registration begins May 29th. All you need to do is register your youth at one of these 5 locations. It's free with a center ID card. If they don't have one, you can get them one. And it's going to be offered at the Ellen Linson Pool, Fairland Sports and Aquatics Facility, North Barnaby Pool, Rolling Crest Pool, and the Prince George's Sports and Learning Complex. So as you can see, those kids look pretty happy in the water because there are some kids who are afraid of the water. And we have had, unfortunately, a couple of near drownings because kids were not educated and did not know how to swim. So in answer to that call, to help our youth not be afraid of the water and be introduced to it, we decided to receive a grant and offer these Make a Splash, Learn to Swim program. So please take advantage of it. Now, trails, walking trails, hiking trails, biking trails, equestrian trails, everything you want to know right here in this guide to Parks and Recreation. We tell you, as a matter of fact, the guide features the Patuxent River Park, 50 Years of Nature and Fun. The first 4 pages, it's a very nice article. I encourage you to learn more about one of the best kept hidden secrets, which wasn't meant to be, but a lot of people just don't know about what Jug Bay Park has to offer. There's so much to do there. A lot of people are afraid of the outdoors. I can't tell you why, but there's so much now that has been developed to introduce folks to get them back to nature so they're not afraid to take advantage of all of the natural things that the parks offer, our trails offer. We have over 46 miles of trails between the list that you see here. Some of them are connecting trails. All of them are safe trails. We have a park police department that frequently, routinely patrol these trails to make sure that people are safe on them. So please take advantage of it. The list is right there. There's all kinds of activities that you can do, but it's all waiting for you. So please help yourself to our trail system. As we move forward, our future work is going to comprise of a comprehensive work prevention program, as she spoke of. Prevention is something that you have to take an active part in. You can't sit back and wait for things to happen for you. You've got to make it happen. To keep the adverse, to keep from being sick, you have to be active. So please make sure that you take advantage of all of the things that Parks and Recreation has to offer. Our President's Council, Let's Move curriculum, that is one that we are also participating in, making sure that we keep our young people active as well as our adults active. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. We're expanding our partnerships with Prince George's County Public Schools. As a matter of fact, all of our schools, well, most of the schools, are utilized for our Safe Summer and our summer playgrounds and teen centers. We partner with the schools to make sure that we can at least extend our services beyond our community centers. For some folks who would rather have an event right there in the community, if there's a school there, we ask the school if we can utilize a couple of rooms or their gymnasium so that we can offer a program to folks right there in the residence. So that's been very beneficial for us. We have continued to expand our partnership with the health department so that we can educate our folks on healthier lifestyles and to live better and eat smarter. So this is what you have, folks, with Parks and Recreation. We want to help you live more and play more. So if there are any questions, that's somebody else. If there are any questions, I'll be glad to take them at this time. If not, I want to encourage you again to pick up your copy of the Guide to Parks and Recreation. I don't want to see anybody leave out here without the guide in your hand.
Sure, there's any questions for Debbie? There was a wealth of knowledge and resources she shared with us. I can't think why anybody in this county or outside the county would be bored. I hear people say, well, I'm bored, I don't have anything to do. I mean, I can swim, canoe, and all these parks and trails. I would just like to personally thank you for providing those resources to us, Debbie. Thanks.
I'm sorry. If you are registered in the SmartLink system, we used to be able to mail these out without you being registered. It became too costly, so we decided if folks really wanted the guide, you could also, if you have access to a computer, just go on www.pgparks.com. The guide is on the computer.
You don't know about that.
Okay.
And that's why I get the video when I'm talking about.
Okay. But yes, if you're a SmartLink registered person, you automatically get this in your mail. Or you can just pick one up in any one of our community centers.
But the key is
Or library.
you know about it,
Yeah.
so we're going to look for you to validate it.
But they don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
You have a question?
What's the policy on the age for access to the pools for other community members? I think you talked about children, but I wanted to hear if there's a fee for...
Right. The question was, is there a fee to access our pools? Because we have the Make a Splash swim program that's free to youth 6 to 12 years of age. There is a drop-in fee that varies anywhere from $3 to $5 depending on which pool you're going to visit. They also have multi-swim passes. She's holding up a brochure in the back that gives you a listing of the pools and the prices.
Okay.
So please make sure that you grab one of those if you're interested in going to one of our pools. And again, this is the table. It's got information that it's not for you, it's for someone that you probably know would like to share it with. All right? Thank you.
That's another question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any flyers about May 23rd?
The Senior Health and Fitness Day. Do you have flyers on Senior Health and Fitness Day?